Hello guys, this is Vicey and welcome back to part 2 of the Sideshow Collectible G.I. Joe Commander General Hawk review. This figure is rated for ages 14 and up. I think I made a mistake on my last video saying it's rated for ages 4 and up. No, it's 14 and up. This is an adult collectible. Retail price originally was about $135, which is that's an insanely good deal back in 2011. You can probably find this figure anywhere between $200 to $300 nowadays on eBay or wherever you can find them at. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. I went over the articulation in my first video, and this video I'm going to talk about the accessories. First, we're going to zoom down here and take a look at all the stuff that we have on this figure. It is quite a lot of stuff to talk about. So first off, we have these instruction sheet about how to remove the jacket. This is pretty simple. I already have the jacket removed, and I also installed the helmet liner inside the helmet, so yeah, that way it fits in better. Anyway, with these adult collectible figures, you gotta be very careful with like a lot of the parts. As you can see, you know, some of these clips are very small, very delicate. You don't want to force it. If you apply too much force, you're just gonna break it. So yeah, this is why these stuff are not recommended for children. And you know what? To be honest with you, assembling is sort of required, because basically what you have to do, you know, in order for the figure to look right, you gotta fiddle around with stuff quite a bit, you know, just so the figure can look proper. So yeah, with that being said, you know, you can easily spend about 1 or 2, you know, anywhere between 3 or 5 hours just fiddling around with the clothing, the equipment and stuff like that, just to make it look proper. So there's actually it's actually quite engaging. Yeah, so I was like, wow, this is you know, it kind of rivals that of a model kit, to be honest with you. The amount of fiddling required, you know, to get things to look right, you know, get all the straps looking in the right place and stuff like that, does take a bit of time. So yeah, it does require patience. You know, this is not just like a kid's toy where you like, you know, force some accessories onto the figure and then you put it on the shelf and then be done with it. This is something you do have to, you know, if you want it to look good, you got to spend some time, you know, fiddling around with it and just get it, you know, into the right setup that you want. And let's say if you want to change the setup, well, spend, you know, an hour or two trying to get him to look properly geared for that other, you know, other mission or different type of look. So it's not just like something that you just stick it on the shelf somewhere and just forget it. So yeah, it's quite engaging, and he's actually got tons of accessories, so you can gear him up however you want. So that's actually really cool. Anyway, we're gonna talk about his emblems right here. These are his stuff that you can attach to the Velcro on his chest. So we got 2 of these American flag right here. That's actually very nice. This is meant for the left arm. Actually, no, this is meant for the right arm. So yeah, the stars are facing the left side, and I end up not using these. So let's just put them back in the bag for safekeeping. They attach very easily to the Velcro parts, and they also come off very easily. And then we got 2 of these G.I. Joe emblems. Yeah, I decided to you know, give him more of like a realistic military look, just U.S. Army, his surname, and his rank and stuff like that. So yeah, also got the A8 right here, very nice. I got actually one of these on him right there. I just give him like the generic stuff. Also got the airborne patch right here. Yeah, technically these are just patches. So, and then we got number 1 because it's a brigadier general. Also, I guess it's a number 1 Joe. Yeah, I gave him the red one right here. I'll show you that in a bit. And we got 2 of these American flags. Once again, this one's for the right hand side. So I'll put that back in there. Got his code name Hawk. And we got his surname, Abernathy. I decided to not go with the G.I. Joe thing because I want to make him like more like a generic soldier instead of some fictional special forces dude. Yeah. Where would G.I. Joe rank between Delta Force and SEAL? I think G.I. Joe will be like just the #1 special forces. Outranking both SEALs and Delta. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this helmet. The goggle is a separate piece, so that's actually really nice. You do have to fiddle around with the straps. Like I say, you got to get it to the right spot. Basically, this is a chin strap right here. And then we also got this, well, this is like for his chin. And then this piece is like goes around his mouth to secure the helmet. So you got to do a bit of fiddling with this one just to get it right. Yeah, that's honestly quite a bit of work, to be honest with you. Just to, get it to look proper. You got to fiddle around with all these straps. And then you got to, not only that, you got to, put in the helmet liner. So that's quite a bit of work. Also got to fiddle around to get this helmet thing to go on there. He's also got an attachment for a night vision thing. I guess if they did release like the night vision attachment, it will most likely work. But I don't think they release it. They're just like a maybe another figure might have it, and then maybe you can interchange the equipment set. But as far as my knowledge goes, I've been looking up the figures in this line. I don't think any of them actually have the night vision goggle. So most likely this thing is just for looks. But it's a really nice looking helmet. It's like the PSA GT style helmet that the military uses. I don't know if this is like the latest model. This is probably something that they don't use anymore. Or it's probably mostly used by SWAT teams nowadays. So anyway. And I think this is actually an Oakley Goggle. So that's actually very nice. These things are expensive. You gotta put like cat crap inside the goggle to keep it from fogging up. I know a lot of people use these for airsoft. So yeah, eye protection. So very nice, very nice. The helmet, the goggle does fit on the helmet. It's kind of loosely, but that's how it is in real life. So that's it. That's a very nice helmet. We got this walkie-talkie here. We got some very nice detail here for the panel, the buttons. Also got the oh, this is an actual Raptor brand walkie-talkie. This is very high-end stuff right here. I actually know people who actually use these for airsoft, and I was just like, holy crap, you guys have too much money. So yeah, very, very nice. So we got the walkie-talkie right here. And let's see, we got his boots, optional boots. These are just ones, if you're gonna put him in like a different pose, like running pose or stuff like that. So we'll set this aside. Once again, they got the peg inside already, and then they got the adjustment point, like the pivot section in there. So that's really cool. All right, and then we got his backpack right here. Obviously, they put some paper inside to keep it all, keep it all solid. You can actually put stuff in there. You can put all your accessories in there if you want to. These are all functional pouches with the Velcro, so you can, stick the grenades in here if you like. Also got working zippers on the side of the backpack, both sides right here. Very nice attention to detail. Very nice. Okay, so we have that, and then we got this water bottle here. This thing can actually be opened. This is actually super nice. Take a look at that. It's even got that cover so like the water won't spill out. So that's a very nice attention to detail right there. That is very neat. That is very neat. Although I think this thing might come from another. They might have sources from another toy line, but maybe it's actually developed for the Joes. Who knows? Yeah, because I swear I've seen these at stores before. But anyway, that's still a very nice touch. And okay, let's talk about these frag grenades. So we got 3 of these. Very nice attention to detail. It's pretty much non-functional. You can't pull the pin, and you can't do anything with the switch right here. So it's just well, it's very nicely detailed. I do see some paint issues right here. So yeah, but we got 3 of them. So yeah, this one has much better paint work. This one is pretty much perfect. That one has some minor paint issues. And we got another one right here. This is probably the best one out of the 3. This one right here. Yeah, this one has like no paint issues whatsoever. And then we got these 2 M18 Smoke Grenades. One is red and one is yellow. Look really good. Again, nothing functional. You can't pull the pin whatsoever. And yeah, pretty sure he can store these in his pouches. I'll show you that in a bit. We got some option hands. One, we have the bare trigger finger so that he can hold on to his weapon right here. Got his huge Magnum Revolver right here, the 357 right there. Very nice. And we got these bullets for the 357, these magazines. And what's really nice is that you can sort of like stick it in here like that, give it the illusion that he's reloading. It doesn't work. Like, you can't push this button and push the bullet into the chamber, but it's cool enough. And this thing actually works. So basically, you slide the drum right here. Then you rotate that in there like so, and then you lock it in. There we go. Very nice. Take a look at that. Okay, and if you're not going to use the trigger, you can also see that his fingernails are also painted. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, you can see it in person that is actually painted, so that's actually really nice. And we got another gripping hand here. You can see all the sculpted detail for the bangs and stuff like that. Now the sad thing is you can't see the mold lines on the hand, so it's not perfect. I think eventually they kind of perfected it with the Hot Toys figures. Well, 2 different companies, but yeah, Hot Toy definitely does a better job with the hands. Most of them are just perfect. Okay, and then we can store the... Oh, this one is actually magnetic. I did not notice that when I was fiddling around with it. But anyway, got a magnetic holster right here. This thing actually look a lot better once you once you actually adjust the strap. It looks a lot better once he's using it. So we'll get to that eventually. So we got this holster right here, and I also fixed the his thing right here, this emblem right here. It was originally crooked, so I had to peel the sticker off and then reposition it. It still kind of look like it's a little off, but you know, whatever. Also got the emblem right here. This is a very nice jacket. It's made of very nice material, so I definitely like that. Okay, so we'll put that aside. And let's see, we got the magazine. Talk about the magazine. We got 2 of these gripping hands right here. This one can probably be used for the grenades, for throwing grenades like that. Maybe throwing the smoke grenade too, right there. There we go. Like, if he needs to throw smoke. And yeah, 2 of these gripping hands. This one is more like for, let's see, for his combat knife. Yes, he does have a combat knife. So we'll get to that very soon. And then we also got another trigger finger. You can use it to hold on to his laser rifle right here. This is like the weapon that he has. These are the unrealistic stuff because yeah, this thing doesn't exist, and it does honestly look kind of toyish. So yeah, but you know what? It's still cool. This thing looks like something came from the Gundam universe or something. But anyway, that's pretty cool. And then we have the Robinson Arms XCR. I thought this was like a PDW weapon, but no, this is like a close quarter, well, pretty much like an SBR kind of weapon. Short barrel rifle. Short barrel carbine, actually. And I was actually wrong. The sights are removable. So you can actually remove this and put on another gun if you want to. And you can also remove the sights if you want to. And the sights are adjustable. You can see it folds down. So that's actually very neat. This front sight, I think it does come off, but I'm just not going to risk it on this review. Especially not on camera, but yeah, you can move the sights back and forth. This is like an Yotech, I forgot the name, the model for it, but this is like the newer model, the more compact version. Yeah, the battery goes in the front right there. And then here are the adjustment for the elevation. And unfortunately, it doesn't have a clear lens right there for the holographic sight. And no functional trigger, no functional fire selector, no mag selector, no charging handle, no open bolt. Like I said before, these are kind of outdated a little bit. Got the flash hider, but this flash hider looks kind of crooked. I might have to bend this back to shape a little bit. Seems to have kind of warp inside the box, sort of. Can you see that? Yeah, this I'm probably gonna have to fix this somehow. It's got this vortex flash hider, very cool. Just gonna put the sight down and just have him use it with the holographic sight. It does kind of annoy me a little bit though, the way this thing isn't like properly positioned. Maybe it's just like the tip of the flash hider looks a little off. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. We got a working folding stock right there, so that's nice. Also work with the magazine. We got 5 of these. Some I already installed into the pouches on the figure. Stick that in right there, and then stick it into the trigger finger right there, like that. Hold down the stock. We also got the connection point here for the 1-point sling. Basically, this is loop around his torso, and then you connect that, and then the sling is mounted. So yeah, this is like a smaller hand grip. So I think this weapon, he could probably share this weapon with another figure, maybe like a female figure, as they have smaller hands. I'm gonna test this on the Baroness. So anyway, all right. So I think we talk about all the accessories here. Let's go ahead. Oh, and we also got 2 of these closed fists. So this is nice. Okay, so let me bring the figure forward, and we'll talk about the accessories that's currently attached to the figure. Okay, so here we go. We have Hawk right here. Let's actually compare him to Baroness. You can see that the Baroness is actually taller than Hawk, and she's not wearing heels. So she's definitely a very tall woman. Yeah. And they also have very small hands. So a lot of these accessories, such as this rifle, doesn't work on, the Baroness can hold that. She can't even hold Hawk's 45. And since she can't even hold that, that thing's completely, the revolver is completely out of question. But I think she's gonna be able to hold the Robinson Arm XCR. So let's go ahead and see if that actually works. Because these are like the smaller AR-15 style A2 grip. So I think it should work. She doesn't have any problem holding on to that Israeli weapons industry Taver. Yeah, that was the name of the weapon. I completely forgot about it before I was doing the review. But yeah, her weapon is the Taver. Okay, so looks like the Baroness can hold the Robinson Arm XCR very well, actually. So that's actually pretty cool. All right, anyway, let's talk. Got a little bit sidetracked here. Okay, so what I added onto the figure is I added this belt right here. This is like a low bearing gear, one of his tactical web belt. So once again, you can attach it onto the waist like that. There we go. Let's click that in. You can see I got the PMax already attached to his waist. Also got the back of the figure right here. This is a working pouch, so you can store accessories inside if you so wish. Like I said before, you gotta wanna be a little bit careful with these. So you gotta fiddle around with it a little bit. You don't want to force anything because, you know, since the scale is so small, it's not microscopic, but, you know, like the zipper, this is a very, very small zipper. Like, things can break. So just be careful with that. Got these pouches here. I'm sure these are meant for the grenades. So let's go ahead and pop those in. Right there, the M18 Smoke Grenades. I don't know, maybe these are for the Frag Grenades. It might be for the Frag Grenades. Yeah, I think these are meant for the Frag Grenades. Okay, yeah, because you can't fit them in, but you can close the strap, so these are definitely for the Frag Grenades. Let's go ahead and put those in there like that. And then he's got his 45, trusty 45 sidearm. Yeah, you can remove the magazine on this one. You also come with an extra magazine. Extra magazine, I already have it attached to the front right here. There we go. So that's very neat. We got a working slide right here. You can pull that back. Unfortunately, this one does not have the spring function, but you can see the injection port and you can see the bullet inside. So that's actually really neat. And you can also make it look like it's done firing. So it's also got a rail there. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and undo the slide. Working hammer too when you pull the slide back. And secure that. Okay, got his knife right here. Gonna pull this thing open like so. There we have his knife. And we can grab one of these knife holding hands right here. There we go. Got a knife holding hand. It's pretty nice. It's you got these very nice satin finish on the tip of the blade, and then the the edge, the side of the blade is like satin finish, and the edge is like they use like a more shiny finish to emulate an actual knife. It's a little sharp, and the edge is okay. It's not too bad. And then it just clips onto this sheath right here. It's actually locks in place, and then you can secure it via these straps right here. So that's actually very nice, very realistic. Okay, so that's some of the accessories right there. And let's see. Yeah, the walkie-talkie can also be held. Right there, the wrap. So that's pretty cool. I think I talked about these already. There's like a peg in here with the feet. So let's see. Okay, we got this belt. We got the holster. Let's talk about the top of the figure. Obviously, he's got his dog tag. This dog tag is actually very nicely detailed. In order to remove the dog tag, you probably have to pop the head off. So let's very carefully pop this head off like that. So we got this dog tag right here. Got all the details on the dog tag. It's kind of hard to read, but Clayton M. Abernathy, stuff like that, all his information. That's very cool. Alright, and you can actually remove the dog tag like so. Just clips in like that, just like a real dog tag. So pop that in. Let's go ahead and put it inside the neck. Okay, get that in there. Actually, you know what? It's probably, I'm just gonna leave this one off. Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the detail on the figure. All the places where I attach all the patches. We got U.S. Army, Abernathy, the Airborne, U.S. Army right there. And then we got the Hawk and the AA symbol badge. Also his watch. This is a removable watch, so you can remove that if you like. I got an open hand attached and a closed fist, so he can do this. That's very cool. And that's pretty much it for the accessories. I'm probably gonna gear him up a little bit more. Probably put the helmet on him. And we'll talk about how I feel about this whole package. I think it's a really good deal. It's an incredible figure. And if you're into G.I. Joes or 1/6 scale military figure, I think this one can still hold up very well, even in 2018. I know a lot of the stuff that are coming out recently are just super detailed. I mean, like the guns are incredible, and like the gears are getting even better. So yeah. Anyway, I'll let you guys know what I think in the next video, and that'll be the final part for this review. I hope you guys find the information helpful. Thanks for watching.